Hello again everybody and welcome to round 8 of the Clutch Kickers GT3 Championship. This week we race at the Sonoma Raceway, and before we commence the race we'll take a look at the championship standings before the race commences. In first place we have Aaron Thompson on 3,965. In second place is Jason McDonald on 3,930. In third place is Simon Honey on 3,720. In fourth place is Chris Fogarty on 3,410. In fifth place is Pat Gallo on 3,320. In sixth place is Jeremy Greentree on 2,885. In seventh place is Jamie Stewart on 2,710. In eighth place is Henry Thomas Kircher on 2,340. In ninth place is Lee Vandenberg on 1,740. In 10th place is Mark Ward on 1,480. In 11th place is Adam Hughes on 1,190. In 12th place is Jesse Butler on 1,150. In 13th place is Stefan McCartan on 1,080. In 14th place is Nick Bottrell on 1,040. In 15th place is Russell Gander on 550. In 16th place is Kyle James on 530. In 17th place is Michael Schroeder on 520. In 18th place is Jake Edwards on 500. In 19th place is Nathan Peters on 490. In 20th place is Tyson Stiles on 460. And in 21st place is Craig Hart, who has not posted any points in this championship. Now we will take a look at this week's qualifying positions. In first place we have Simon Honey with a 1 minute 30.778. In second place is Jason McDonald with a 1 minute 30.802. In third place is Aaron Thompson with a 1 minute 30.838. In fourth place is Jamie Stewart with a 1 minute 31.086. In fifth place is Michael Baird with a 1 minute 32.250, and in sixth place is Ryan Preston with a 1:35.052. It is a smaller grid this week again, guys. A few of the drivers opted to sit this week out, but we will still try to put on a show for you. And now we will get the race started. Just a reminder, guys, as they do their rolling start lap, in this championship all drivers are required to take one pit stop. During their pit stops they are not required to take tyres, however will need to take fuel to be able to get to the end of the race. Any driver who finishes the race with no incident points to their name will receive 5 bonus points towards the championship standings. Any incidents that happen through the race can be reported in a post-race incident reports channel and will be reviewed by the admins at the conclusion of the race. It is a full lap for the rolling start behind the pace car this week, so it will take some time to get the race underway. Looks like they're away now. Oh, no, they're not. Sorry. safety car peeling off into pits now, coming around onto the main straight. And now they're away. Oh, and Simon Honey's gone off in the first couple of corners into the wall. We have Jason McDonald in first place, followed by Aaron Thompson in second, about a second behind at the moment, followed by Jamie Stewart in third, also a second behind Aaron. Michael Baird in fourth, about half a second behind Jamie. Ryan Preston in fifth, about 2.5 seconds behind Michael, and Simon Honey in last place. Simon would be devastated with that start. After his last couple of weeks, he would have been looking to have a good week this week. Here we are with Jason McDonald in the lead with a current fastest lap of a 1:38.391 after one lap completed. Aaron Thompson's giving everything he can to try not to let him get away though. And same with Jamie Stewart, who's also not far behind Aaron Thompson there coming into the final turn. Very interesting battle heating up here. This track is a very difficult track to make an overtake on. So even if you get up on the rear bumper of the car in front of you, it is still very difficult to find the room to make a pass stick. Pit strategy will be key around this track. We'll move to the back for a little bit now and just see what's happening back there. Here's Simon Honey, a minute and 10 seconds behind Ryan Preston after that early incident. I would say he had to pit and take repairs. You'll also note, guys, that Simon has opted to run the Ferrari for the rest of the season. Sorry, the Lamborghini. He was running the Ferrari before. He said that he couldn't get the Ferrari to stick on this track, so opted to go with the Lamborghini this week and for the rest of the season onwards. Ryan Preston is a new addition to the league. This is his first race with us this week. Currently 10 seconds behind Michael Baird, who's also a new addition to this league this week. Both new drivers driving the Mercedes. I think that's the first drivers to give the Mercedes a turn in this league. Michael Baird currently 2 seconds behind Jamie Stewart in third place. Here we are with Jamie Stewart in a very close battle for the top 3 positions. Looking very interesting at the front at the moment. Sit with Aaron Thompson for a little bit in the middle of this battle, just to cover all 3 cars. Aaron Thompson having a peek up the inside into the last corner on Jason McDonald there. As you can see, guys, what I said before, trying to get an overtake to stick on this track is extremely difficult. There's not much room out there for passing. But this battle is looking very interesting. This 3-way battle for the top 3 positions. How long can they keep it up for? Once again, Aaron just sticking the nose up the inside. Not up the side, but just enough to make Jason think about his exit on that last corner. Just applying the pressure to see if Jason will crack. Oh, and Jamie's gone off. Dropped a wheel into the dirt. I don't know what's happened there, but that's very unfortunate. Just incorrect placement of the car down there. That's how quickly things can change. Unlucky, Jamie. You were on for a really good race there, mate. Hopefully the damage isn't too severe. Here we are with Michael Baird in third place after that incident. Almost 4 seconds behind Aaron and Jason in the top 2 positions. Here we are back with the leaders. Aaron's still not letting Jamie get away. Jason, sorry. Still not letting Jason get away. Just piling the pressure on. Seeing if he'll crack. Looks like Aaron's trying to set up the over and under out of that hairpin back there, but Jason just too quick on the exit. You can see, guys, the top 4 positions all very close in their lap times. It's very close in this race. Aaron just running a little bit wide there. Just had to back off a little bit, just giving Jason a little bit of breathing room. See if he can pull him back in. Michael Baird closing the gap a little bit as well, back in 4th place. He was down to a 3-second gap there for a little bit. And you can see Aaron's closed that gap up again already. Here we are again with Simon Hunning, already closing the gap to about 40 seconds. I believe he was about 1:10 behind Ryan Preston before, so closing that gap fast. I believe Ryan was telling me that he's only been sim racing now for about 3 to 4 weeks. So it's a solid effort out there for such a short period of time in sim racing. Just stick with it, mate. I'm sure you'll get there. And here comes Jamie Stewart into the pits now. Might be taking a fast repair. I think it's still a little bit early to pit for fuel. I don't think you can make it home from here. We have limited the fuel tanks to 50% capacity, so I don't think that you can fuel up enough to get to the end of the race from this point. Yeah, it looks like he's just taken a fast repair. And here we are with Ryan Preston again, up into 4th place with Jamie taking a pit stop there. You can see he is slightly slower than the rest of the drivers, but as long as he can keep it consistently clean, that's all you're looking for so early in your sim racing career. Just keep it clean, keep it consistent, and the time will come eventually. Here we are back with Michael Baird in P3, currently 5 seconds behind the leaders. It looks like the battle up front is really heating up though. Aaron closed that gap right back in again, putting the pressure on Jason again. Just not letting him have any breathing room. And it looks like Aaron Thompson's taking his pit stop. We'll jump up to Jason McDonald now and just watch his lap. Jason would be pushing hard at the moment, just trying to put as much time between him and Aaron as possible. He knows Aaron's coming for him. Jason's just coming around towards pit lane now. Will he pit this lap? Yes, he's opted to go in. We'll jump back to Aaron now and just see if he can close that ground up. Currently about 30 seconds behind him. Aaron's coming around towards the pit lane now. We'll jump back up to Jason, see what's happening. He's still sitting in pit at the moment. Aaron coming around the final bend. Jason's still sitting still. Jason's just started moving now. And Aaron looks like he's going to get him. Oh, that was close. That was close on the exit. All Aaron has to do now is just keep it clean. With it being so difficult to pass on this track, he might have just done enough to win this race. Very smart play there by Aaron, trying the early pit stop and making the undercut work. Oh, Michael Baird's gone off. I have driven that Mercedes before and I found it to be a very heavy beast. It's a very different car to drive. Powerful, very fast along the straights. Just, I found it very heavy through the corners. Back here with Jason McDonald trying to chase down Aaron Thompson. We'll go back to the back of the grid for a little bit, guys. Ryan Preston currently 18 seconds behind Simon Honey in 5th place. Simon Honey on the recovery drive of his life, trying to make up for that early incident. The crazy thing about Simon's incident is before this race started, He actually commented saying that by lap 2 he would be at the back of the grid. He didn't even make it 2 corners in. He kind of put a hex on himself, I think. It's not that you don't have the ability, mate. You've definitely got the ability to compete with these top guys. It's just consistency. If you can work on the consistent laps and keeping it clean for the whole race, mate, I believe you can do really well. Back with Jamie Stewart now, who also opted to change his car this week, saying that the Ferrari he could not get it to grip up on this track. Deciding to go with the Audi for the rest of the season. Jamie closing the gap on Michael Baird now. Down to about 2 seconds. Closing the gap really fast on Michael Baird. We'll just stick with Jamie for a little bit and see if he can get this pass done on Michael. Sounds like Michael is really struggling on corner exits. You can hear him it sounds like he's misfiring almost. Now bear in mind, although Michael is the slower car at the moment, he does not have to move out of the way. They are racing for positions. Jamie just getting a little bit squirrely through that section there. Giving Michael a little bit of breathing room for a little while. Very tricky corner up at the top of that hill there. You can't see where the corner's going and it tightens up really quick as you come over the top. You find a lot of people running wide there because they just don't expect that corner to tighten up as much as it does over the hill. Oh, Michael's run wide. Is that going to give him the opportunity? Yes. Jamie Stewart gets that pass done. Oops. Here we are back with the leaders. Still only about a second gap between the two of them. These two are sticking to each other like glue in this race. Bear in mind, guys, these two guys are competing for the championship as well. First and second place in the standings at the moment, so it's very interesting for the championship table. We have a fastest lap set by Simon Honey back in 4th place of a 1 minute 30.566. It's a very fast time there, Simon. Well done, mate. It looks like Michael Baird's gone off again. There he is. Not sure if he's got some problems or if he's just waiting for traffic to pass there, but appears to be some sort of issue. Not sure what's happening there, guys. It looks like Ryan is slowly finding a bit more pace. He's set a fastest lap of a 1:33.2, so that's about 2 seconds faster than his qualifying time, so getting a little bit quicker out there. Just comes with seat time. Back with the leaders now. Jason McDonald just over half a second behind Aaron at this point. I'm sure Aaron is just counting those minutes down, just wishing the race would come to an end. He knows Jason's coming, and he knows Jason is not giving up. Some lap traffic coming into the mix now. We'll see if this mixes things up at all. Bear in mind, guys, while Simon does have to let the faster cars pass, he is racing for position with Jamie Stewart behind him. And he's not far behind, so he can wait until a safe place to let them pass. He doesn't have to move out of the way straight away. And there he goes now, letting Aaron pass, and Jason. Now he can continue on with his race. And Jamie has closed that gap quite significantly when he let them pass. That's what I mean, guys. He was racing for position, so he doesn't need to slow down and move out of the way too quickly and give up the actual race position that he has fought for. Might I add too, guys, Simon Honey's worked his way back up into third place. That's a solid effort after that early incident. We'll ride with Jamie Stewart for a little bit and just see how much pressure he can apply to Simon, sorry. Looks like Simon's just able to hold his distance on him at this point in time. Slowly closing the gap on him, but yeah, I find that it looks like Simon has pace in some sections of the track where Jamie doesn't. And so he makes that time back up on him. Here we are back with the leaders. Jason's still putting the pressure on Aaron. Aaron will be watching those rear vision mirrors, trying to focus on his race and keeping it clean, but I'm sure he sees Jason in those mirrors behind him and just be watching where he is. Only about 5 laps to go now, guys. Can Aaron hold it together until the end? Jason's certainly doing everything he can to apply the pressure, trying to make Aaron crack. Also bear in mind, guys, both of these front guys didn't take tyres in their pit stops, so their tyres would be getting towards the end of their life as well. But you can see just how close these two are. Like, looking at the lap times coming in, Aaron's just posted a 131.333, and Jason behind him has posted a 131.137. So there's nothing between these two guys. Here we are with Ryan Preston coming into the pits, maybe taking a repair. Or have they opted to sit the rest of the race out? Not sure what's going on there. Maybe just opted to sit the rest of the race out to stay out of the guy's way, knowing that they really aren't in the race at this point. But this battle between Jamie and Simon still going strong. I'll try to cover both battles as much as I can, the front two guys and these two guys. Oh, as you can see, guys, the comment that there's a bit more pressure being applied here. Yeah, see, as you can see, extremely difficult to pass on this track. Even if you've got the run, it is just so hard to find the space to make that pass happen. It's a very tight track, this. Sorry about that, guys. It appears that my connection is a little bit poor, and I'm actually losing the other cars in the race. But Jamie is definitely not giving up without a fight. Really, really piling the pressure on Simon at the moment. A little bit more side-by-side action here. It looks like he got the pass done. Can Simon get him back? Very nice racing from these two, I must say. On such a tight track, they've kept it clean. Simon going for the undercut. I think I might just stick with this battle for now, guys. This is a very exciting battle happening between these two at the moment. I will jump between the two battle groups at the moment, though. We still have Jason McDonald in second place, trying to chase down Aaron Thompson. And there will be one more lap, guys. Just jump between the two on this last lap, just to see how things are progressing. Jason McDonald right on Aaron's bumper coming into that hairpin. Aaron would be sweating right now. He knows that at any minute Jason could make that lunge. It's the last lap. It's the last ditch effort. It looks like Jamie's put a little bit of a gap on Simon now. Jump back up to the leaders. I believe there is one more lap, guys. I'm sorry, I was wrong before. They will go around one more time. Oh, and Jamie's gone off. Oh no, last lap. He had third place in the bag. That is unlucky, mate. Here we are back with the leaders. Jason's still pouring the pressure on Aaron. Aaron just covering those lines, making sure that he doesn't give him the room. Oh, they're going to go around again. I'm sorry. Still another lap of action to go. I do believe this is the last lap though, guys. I am not incorrect this time around. Again, my connection just playing up. We'll go with Aaron Thompson as he crosses the line, coming down to the last corners now. Top race by these two guys, just kept it clean the whole time. Good solid battle. Not giving an inch to each other. It was a great race by both drivers there. Here we are with Simon Honey coming across the line now in third place. Solid effort to get back to third place, mate, after that early incident. And you definitely showed that you had the pace, mate. If you could just keep it consistent, you would have been right there with us. Sorry. Here we are with Jamie Stewart in fourth place. And it looks like Ryan Preston has left the session. Michael Baird in 6th place. Okay guys, that's it for this race. We will now take a look at the race results. We have Aaron Thompson in first place with a total time of 44 minutes 59 seconds, .306. Jason McDonald in second place, 1.2 seconds behind Aaron. In third place was Simon Honey, who was 1 lap down to the leaders. Jamie Stewart in fourth place, who was also 1 lap down to the leaders. Ryan Preston in fifth place, who was 3 laps down to the leaders. And Michael Baird in sixth place, who was 11 laps down to the leaders. And now we'll take a look at the championship standings at the conclusion of that race. We have Aaron Thompson extending his lead with 4,570 points. Jason McDonald in second place with 4,520 points. Simon Honey in third place with 4,300 points. Chris Fogarty in fourth place with 3,410 points. Pat Gallo in fifth place with 3,320 points. Jamie Stewart in sixth place with 3,280 points. Jeremy Greentree in seventh place with 2,885 points. Henry Thomas Kircher in eighth place with 2,340 points. Lee Vandenberg in ninth with 1,740. Mark Ward in 10th with 1,480. Adam Hughes in 11th with 1,190. Jesse Butler in 12th with 1,150. Stephen McCartan in 13th with 1,080. Nick Bottrell in 14th with 1,040. Ryan Preston in 15th with 560. Michael Baird in 16th with 550. Russell Gander in 17th with 550. Kyle James in 18th with 530. Michael Schroeder in 19th with 520. Jake Edwards in 20th with 500. Nathan Peters in 21st with 490. Tyson Stiles in 22nd with 460. And Craig Hart in 23rd, who entered a race but didn't start the race, so hence why he has 0 points. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that race. It was a very close race between the top 4 guys. Although the second group of drivers were a lap down to the leaders, they did still put on a show for that final podium position. Next week, we race at Le Mans. Oh, no, sorry, Okayama. It is week 9, not week 10. So we have 2 rounds to go in this championship, and the top of the table is really heating up between Aaron Thompson and Jason McDonald. So tune in and see how the rest of that plays out. I'll see you next week at Okayama. Thank you for tuning in, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the race.